Let me just say, this is the third time I filmed this video because every other time it was out of freaking focus. And you guys been commenting, asking me to make it better, and I'm trying. But this camera is just being cray. So I'm going to film it again for you guys because you deserve the best. And I'm going to do this for you guys because you deserve it. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be answering some of your guys' questions that you guys have about college. I just finished my first year at Cal State San Marcos, so I'm really excited and I really hope that this is helpful for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first question is from Sophie Mangan Sandler. She asked, how did you pick college? Do you do work study? And how do you balance work, school, and studying? So I picked my college by the location and for financial reasons. Location was really important to me because my parents did actually move across the country, so I didn't want this big drastic change for when I lived in, for my transition into living independently. I just wanted it to be as smooth as possible, and I wanted to surround myself with people I knew, so I just wouldn't be super scared, and also trying to live on my own and also adjust to college life. And also financial reasons is really big. Cal State San Marcos offered me the most financial aid, so of course I went with that. I would suggest you guys to not pick schools based on the big name and stuff like that unless you can afford it, because I'm honestly getting the same degree as someone in SDSU, which is thousands more dollars. If I went there, that I would have had to spend thousands more dollars to go to, you know? So just pick wisely, and there's nothing wrong with going to community college your first couple of years. If you do not have financial stability right now, there's nothing wrong with that. And do I do work study? I currently do not. I just started my job in the summertime, so I did not work my first year in college, but I am planning on working in my second year. And how do you balance work, school, and studying? It's honestly, you have to keep yourself accountable for everything that you do. So say your class ends at 2 p.m., you have to tell yourself, okay, from 3 to 6, I'm going to work on my essay with no distractions. It's so easy to get distracted now that you're on your own and you do not have your parents telling you, oh, if you don't do your homework, you can't hang out with your friends or anything like that. So it's really important to just keep yourself accountable and also surround yourself with people who will just study with you maybe, and just even encourage you to keep doing your schoolwork. And so yeah, cool. Alex915 said, nice video, keep up the good work. Thank you. And he said, how do you stay motivated in college? So first off, you have to remember that you're paying for this, so this is not free. So you have to realize that everything that you do can affect that bank. You have to tell yourself okay, so if I miss this class, that's just wasting my money, and if you do fail, that's a lot of money that you're just wasting. And so you have to constantly tell yourself that. And also all that hard work that you put in high school to get to this point here, you have to realize that it's meant for something, and that this will also better your future, and this will put you in a better place in your life, and that you worked really hard to get to this point. So that's something that also motivates me. And you just keep yourself surrounded by encouraging people that are trying to go down the same path that you are, because if you do hang out with people that are not motivated, do not really care about school, then they'll drag you down. So honestly, surround yourself with good people and academically charged people, because that will help you a lot. So Jalissa Nateras, she asked, how do you manage your money? Do you find yourself struggling to go out with friends or do anything extra because of money or lack of time? And basically the last thing she asked, how much time will you spend studying? So I manage my money. I used to manage it a lot better, but honestly, you should sit yourself down every time you get a check or something like that and budget it out. So put only a certain amount of money aside for food, amount for clothing, amount for laundry. You don't realize all the stuff you have to pay for once you're on your own. I have to buy my own toothpaste, toilet paper, just things you never really thought about what you had to buy, shampoo, conditioner, all that stuff you have to get on your own now. So it's good to every time you get paid, just to separate it off into those sections, so at the end of the month you're not broke and just starving and just asking your neighbors for top ramen. And especially when you get that financial aid, do not think you're balling out and buy a whole bunch of clothes and a whole bunch of shoes. And okay, so do you find yourself struggling to go out with friends because of extra time? So you have to honestly put yourself like I said, adjust your time. Manage your time wisely. So with that being said, like I said earlier, that after your 2 p.m. class, you have to set aside 3 hours for your essays or whatever it may be. But you have to really manage your time wisely so that you can have that time to hang out with your friends and balance your schoolwork. I've actually hung out with friends more in college than I did in high school, so you will have time to hang out with your friends and have a whole bunch of fun, but you have to keep in mind that you are here for school and keep that your priority. And you will be studying a lot, but not as much as you really think you'll have to. Of course, so colleges, they say that for every 1 hour of your classes, you should be studying 3 hours outside of class. It can be true in some cases, but you really have to just know yourself and know how you work as far as time and managing the workload that you have. And Hannah Havlasova asked, do you ever have problems with people in college? So generally speaking, I love people and I love being around people. I'm a social person, but there are just some people that make it really hard for me to love. But I do try my best. Like, what I mean by that is that in college, there's not as much drama as there was in high school. In high school, it's pretty inevitable. You're with those people every single day, and so some conflict is just it's like inevitable, but it's gonna stir up. But in college, you really just go to class just to do your own thing, not really there to socialize. You're mostly there to listen to your professor. But because of that, I feel like people try to create their own drama, and it's just unnecessary. Like, honestly, people will always try to point things out about people or just kind of just be bullies, and it's just really unnecessary. I've become to realize that the way that people act is because of how they were raised or just what they grew up with, and so you just have to accept that that's why people do the things that they do, and you can't really judge them for it, because what makes you any better than them? So I just feel like we should all just be nicer to people. I'm not saying I'm the nicest person in the world, but I do really try to be, and you have to really understand where people are coming from. So y'all just need to be nice, please. So yeah. You guys also asked me some questions on Instagram. Jordan Timothy asked, are your neighbors cool? So like I said, I live in apartment style dorm, so I do have neighbors, and each dorm comes with 4 bedrooms, or at least mine does. So I have 3 other roommates, and that's how it is for like my whole floor. And I think my neighbors are pretty cool. I go over to their houses constantly just to hang out and just socialize. And yeah. Isaac_Doe_, aka Bay. He asked, what was your favorite thing about college and why? I think my favorite thing about college was being able to spend time with a whole bunch of people that I couldn't really get to do that in high school, to be honest. My parents were kind of strict, so I didn't really get to hang out as much as I did now. So I love all the freedom and independence that I get when being in college. That was really big for me because I am an independent person, so now that I get to express that, I was really happy. Also, picking my own classes was really awesome. Like, I get to go to school at 10 a.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays and just only be there for 2 hours, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays I don't start school till 1 p.m. because I'm just super lazy on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know what it is, and I haven't had a class on Friday for like a whole year, so that's really awesome. And yeah, and also one thing that I really love about college is college was really let me like do things that I've never really get to do. Like, I get to explore different things and just try a whole bunch of things, like YouTube. I started my YouTube in the fall when I first started college, and now that it has given me that opportunity to really just be myself and be able to express myself in this sort of platform, and I'm just really grateful for that. And Romani Brisk asked, did you have a few real friends in college or many friends? So in high school and in college, I don't really have like a big group of friends. I would like to say I have a whole bunch of acquaintances. Like, I'm a people person and I can get to know people and be really friendly with them, but like I don't really have people that I keep really like close to me, but I do have a small group of friends that I typically hang out with a lot. And Christian Corser asked differences between high school and college. So the time thing is a big difference. From high school, you have to be at school at 7:30 and get out till 2:30, but in college you get to pick your own schedule and dictate every like hour that you go to school. So it's like really nice. I think that's really nice with, like, especially if you're trying to work, so you can make it work around your work schedule or the other way around, and you can pick your professors. So if you are going to college, Rate My Professor is a major key because you get to pick the teacher that you want, and it can really determine your grade and your experience in college, because you can have a teacher that's like really messed up and like doesn't really teach properly, and then it's hard for you to get a good grade when your teacher's not really doing the best for you. Or you can get a teacher that genuinely cares for your learning, super chill, super nice, and really cares about the material. So Rate My Professor is a website I can tell you is reviews from students from what they think about the professors. So that was really helpful, and I've had really good experience with teachers. Like, I've had a professor that was like, on the first day he said, "You guys don't have to come to class for the rest of the year." I was like, what? I was like, yes please, I need more professors like him for the rest of my life, because that was so nice of him to do that. But yeah, so it all just depends on who you pick and stuff like that. And like I said, in high school, drama, college, you just do your own thing, and that's what I love, because I don't like going to school just for friends. Like, I'm here to learn. Like, it's nice that I get to socialize and do all that stuff, but honestly, I'm here to get my degree and just move on with my life. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that was helpful. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, and just comment down below any more questions you guys may have, because I would love to answer them for you. And you can comment down below any other videos you guys would like to see. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, because I do post every single Monday, and hopefully more now that I'm out of school. And until next time, you guys can catch me on my other social media, which will be linked down below and will be featured at the end of the video. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.